trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rivers. Finding room at the 30. And his first look is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, Delta! White! 48.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Gone! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Rivers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Jackson
and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. 319.
This is Dixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. It finds Crabtree for the completion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
Now a handoff for Dixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action now. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Wait. Hey, go orange.
Now Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Travis Benjamin, 76 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Dixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Hot!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Watch out. Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check girls. Gun!
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch him now, Barney!
Dixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now it's Dixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On the move to his left. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They go play action. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Mike Williams, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Final play of the half, Rivers going deep for Benjamin. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. Kenneth Dixon, the running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Gun.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Second down, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Rocket.
Play fake. Rivers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So it's third and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. To throw, Rivers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 38.
Over! Watch you now, Barney!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's it, baby! That's it!
So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
That is right. Here we go now. Blue 90.
Dixon on the pitch. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And just like that, it's third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's third and 2.
No. Check. Patriots.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Gun! Watch you now, Barney! Check 15.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. from the gun. Jackson being chased out left. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Leopard. Leopard.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Stepping up, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Play action now. Rivers. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rivers to throw it. And got his man. Complete. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 79 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Right back to Dixon. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run with Dixon. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A run by Dixon. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try the counter with Dixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Over. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it with Dixon. And an alley to run. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On third down, that's Edwards. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
you